When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, passing your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneous.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Henry. Double dog. That's the way. Check 50. Check 50. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Haskins to throw on second down. That's caught by Trey Quinn. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
First down, Redskins.
Set, ready. Ready to end it. Get to work. It's a party now.
On first down, this is Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to the ground on first, it's Geis. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
25, check 25.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. we can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Check. Crunch. Slam. Joker. Back. Switch.
3rd and 2. Now Haskins. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Barkley with a carry on 1st down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Man, I got you. 56.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Set, ready. 10 Lobo.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Come.
Check 4.
Hey, orbit. Ready, go. Deep river.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And an alley to run. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Let's go.
Got it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jones. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Check three, check three, check three.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Set, go, five.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing Jones. Looking deep for Adams. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ready. 51 for mine. Let's go one more.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. O'Shane Zimenez. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Geis. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. This one complete to Jordan Reed. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
On first down, it's Haskins. Off to Geis on the screen. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Let's go now. 51 hands. Let's go. Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Throwing again, here's Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Come on, set. 18 game.
I know he ain't got it. 51 Mike. Mike 51.
On second down, Barkley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. 10-2 stop.
I got it.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
On the draw, this is Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down. Smooth. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56.
Ready.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. And Ingram holds it in. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 24-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
It's caught. Shepard. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. PAT up and good by Rosas, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First
and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Dexter Lawrence in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Check 23. Check.
After the sack on 1st down, Haskins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Let's go. We got this. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Check pass. Check pass.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He'll run it. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Certainly making his presence felt. Both the pass and the run game, he's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
56. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Jones. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Daniel Jones, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Cut.
Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
And
56. Check 56.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
hey, Delta. Under crunch.
Check nickel.
But go.
2nd and 5. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
They're running it. "51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Hey, wahoo.
51's the mic."
Deep rip.
From the gun, Jones. He wants it all for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrich Rosas. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Fielded about a yard deep. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
No. Off.
Hit it.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's it, baby.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Barkley. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Second down, Haskins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Watch the twitch. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch safety creep. Man. Safety. Switch.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give the Redskins 13 there on a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Bang. Shift. Check 13. Check 13.
On 1st down, here's Love. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 31. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here's Haskins. And my goodness, another interception. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Barkley, he'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
the
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. We got four. We got four.
Clear.
56 for Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Ready?
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Jones now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's first and 10 here.
All day, every day, any day.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
X3, 218, chopper.
56, right there, 56. Ready?
From the 31, Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Giants first down.
Get it ready. 70, Indy.
19-yard line.
Let's put that team on a hunt.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Back to throw. Jones. And that'll be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Check 9, check.
Roll out.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Roses now to add the PAT. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now Haskins on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Under 10. Under 10. 10. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
Got it. Mike 51. Mike 51.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
Throwing now. Haskins on first down. Fighting to stay upright. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Von Miller racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Second and 10 now. Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
We taking wins home. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, zoom.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. He's coming. Double up, double up. Run it.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. He sets to fire deep, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Kelvin Harmon, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it. They've been solid all game long. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. To throw on 3rd down. Haskins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 16. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
They'll go to Barkley again. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Switch. Switch. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Right now, you better bring it.
61, matchbox lights. Ready?
On third down, Barkley. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Shoot.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now, there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. And they'll indeed take a knee. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Check.
Set, go.
And they will take a knee here. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for New York. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed